Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'll be taking a look at NVIDIA's new Deep Learning Dynamic Super Resolution, otherwise known as DLDSR. Now to enable this, you can just go to the NVIDIA control panel, just go to Manage 3D Settings, and go down to the DSR Factor section. Here, rather than just be greeted with 1 to 4x, you now have DL scaling. This is where DLDSR takes place, so you're meant to get 2 times more efficiency with the same quality. So if my understanding is correct, if you select 2.25, you should get the image quality of DSR at 4 times. So effectively, in my situation, I've got a native 4K monitor, so 4 times DSR would give me 8K 7680 by 4320. Selecting DLDSR at 2.25 should give me 4x quality for the performance cost of 2.25. Another interesting thing about DLDSR is that you actually can use DLSS in conjunction with that software or that feature at the same time, so that should give some interesting results. What you will need though is drivers 511.23 or above and an RTX supported card as well. Now I'm going to try this in God of War and let's see how that performs and what kind of image quality we'll be getting. Okay, so I've got God of War loaded up now. Just going to quickly go through the in-game settings. So as you can see, the output resolution is 5760 by 3240. As you can see, DLSS is disabled, but you can use it if you wish. Just for the sake of the test, I'm not going to use DLSS, just going to use DLDSR on its own. In terms of graphics, everything is maxed out. But anyway, the game does look visually a lot sharper. It really does look amazing. Almost on par with my 8K gameplay. Those of you who remember, who have seen my God of War 8K gameplay, basically this is the same kind of performance hit, but without using DLSS. So this is like basically playing at native 8K, and it's doing a good job. So let's see how this performs. And I have to say, I've really been enjoying God of War. Such a brilliant game, and I really hope that Sony continue to bring some more PlayStation exclusives over to the PC, because this game is absolutely fantastic. Been having a blast with this. So as you can see, using around 8 gigabytes of VRAM, and man, it's really pushing my GPU. Almost using all 500 watts of my my power limit here on my RTX 3090 AORUS XTREME. But yeah, this is actually pretty impressive, I have to say, because I see something down there. If I wasn't using DLDSR, I definitely wouldn't be getting around 50 frames per second. Now, just for the sake of it, I may enable DLSS later on in the video just to see what kind of performance it would get. So I haven't played this part of the game, guys, so I can't confirm if there's any major spoilers in this part of the game or not. So just be warned and watch at your own discretion, because there could be some major plot breaking stuff being revealed here.
Goldfeek, you were taken from this realm too early.
Just grabbing a few scraps here, see what's going on. I think this is to raise this bridge. See if I can do that.
Ah, good. The special chisel is ahead past this gate.
Okay, looks like we've got a enemy that's not too happy about that. Let's see what this thing's got. Quickly jump on this and use it to wipe out all the other enemies. As you can see in the combat situation, getting around 40 FPS, sometimes dropping into the low or the high 30s. And still with these guys.
You are more focused.
These guys didn't really provide much of a challenge. I'm a little bit overpowered for this area. I've literally been going around doing all the extra stuff, treasure maps, all of this kind of thing. So I'm a little bit stronger than I should be. But that's the way I like to play these games. I don't like to rush them.
Suffers, deprived of your power, my dear Gulvig.
You who walks among the living, my beloved Gulvig calls to me. She yearns for peace, yet her remains lie in pieces. I beg of you, make my Gulvig whole again.
You want us to collect her bones? Gross.
Gulvig's Sather magic knows no bounds. She can reunite you with those you've lost.
Really? How?
Boy,
I can smell your grief, child. Rest assured, her magic is strong enough to create bridges between life and death. If only for a short while.
boy, we are leaving.
Okay, so this looks like a...
They've taken 3 of Sweet Gulvig's bones and spread them across the lake.
This is like a side quest.
Bring me her bones, child. Gulvig will reward you.
Yeah, it's a side mission that I'll probably do at a later date. I'm not too sure
Father,
how interesting that would
maybe
be.
we should look for those bones.
Why?
Didn't you hear him? We could talk to Mom again. If we keep an eye out
Look
while
if
we...
you wish, boy. I will not be distracted by this fool's errand.
Okay, so what I'm going to do now is just enable DLSS at quality just to see what kind of performance we get. And just to check if this can actually use DLSS and DLDSR concurrently. So let's see how this goes. So as you can see, performance has shot up by around 10 FPS or just a little bit more. But to be fair, it still looks absolutely fantastic. So it's definitely better than native 4K from what I can see. So yeah, this is actually pretty interesting. I may have to make some more videos on this and experiment further. But image quality wise, this looks absolutely fantastic. So I'm going to keep the DLSS quality on and proceed with the game. You can see that the dedicated memory has taken...
This chisel we seek, what is it?
I'm glad you asked, actually. I have just the story for you. There was a giant once named Thermaltake. A very giant, who, despite his mountainous size, was without question the greatest stonemason this world had ever seen. Proud Thermaltake hoped to one day pass his vast knowledge on to his son. But young Hrimthur had the heart of a warrior. Perhaps the father had too much fear in him, or the son too little. Either way, a quarrel of theirs spiraled out of control, and the overworked stonemason, bonk, struck his son. Hrimthur ran off into the night. Feeling shame and regret, Thamur chased after his son, but in his emotional state soon found himself wandering Midgard, lost and alone. Sadly, he caught the eye of the one person who didn't want to meet alone that night, so far from home. Thor.
And what happened next?
You'll see.
Thor killed him. Oh no. He fell in the village?
Aye. When Thamur fell, he crushed a charming place famed for worshipping the Vanir god Njord. Thor always took credit for planning that one. The truth is, the sweaty ballbag just got lucky.
So what I was going to say is that enabling DLSS has pretty much shaved off some memory usage, but as you can see, it's gone straight back up to 8 gigabytes again. So I guess it all depends on where you are. Okay, let's proceed.
Ready?
Let's take this thing out.
Looks like that crystal's running again.
Knocked it back somehow. So as you can see, things perform considerably better.
We seek a chisel.
The tip of one, yes. A very, very giant chisel.
Considerably better with DLSS on, but I'm going to turn it back off now just to kind of resume my original test. I just wanted to show you guys that it does work in combination with DLSS with DLDSR at the same time, and it's interesting. As you can see, it does look better without DLSS on, of course. This is very, very close to the 8K image quality I was experiencing the other day. Okay. So what happens now? I've just got to pull this. So it's like, okay, so you got to move it to the side, then blow it up. So let's do that first. And then if I do it on the other side, it'll
neat trick,
reveal the
lad.
chest.
Thanks. His idea.
Let's see what's in here. So using around 9 gigs here. I'll have to try out some games like Cyberpunk as well, see how that works out. So yeah, it's actually very, very interesting tech. I should have really tried this a little bit earlier, but I got a little bit sidetracked. But the DLDSR so far is pretty impressive.
What happened to the survivors?
Oh, Thamur was a frost giant. When he died, his final breath froze everything.
Okay, where do we go now? I know this is a 2018 game, but man, have they done such a great job with it. It just looks absolutely amazing in some places. In some places, not so much. But overall, definitely worth every penny if you've never played the game before. This is my second time playing. I did have it on my PS5. I also had it on my PS4 Pro, but never really played it properly.
There he is.
Find the tip of that chisel. That's the magic we need.
It's a long way up.
Hostiles up ahead.
Okay, got a few more people
Let's
to
get
kill.
to work.
Ready yourself, boy!
Wolver, behind you, brother!
Let's take these guys out. Bam. Kratos is a savage.
Got the wolver.
Really strong. Anyway guys, that pretty much concludes my test. Just wanted to have a quick look at DLDSR, and so far I'm actually pretty impressed, and hopefully you guys found this interesting. See you soon, and thanks for watching.